Okay, so this is DJ.Studio, and I'll be honest, it is a little bit addictive. So in this video, I'm going to go through 3 things it does. Number 1, building a playlist for you. Number 2, making mashups. And 3, doing full-blown DJ edits. But the real question I want to answer is the one I kept asking myself the whole time I was learning it. Why would I use this over just doing the mix myself on my own equipment? Anyway, a quick disclosure, this video is sponsored by DJ.Studio, but everything I'm about to say is my honest take, the good and the bad. Okay, so a quick overview for anyone that's not heard of DJ.Studio. It's a digital audio workstation built specifically for DJs. It runs on your laptop, no hardware needed, and it connects with your music, whether you're streaming or whether or not you're pulling your music from your DJ software or your music library. Now, there's really 3 main things it does. So number 1, automated playlist mode. This is perfect for people wanting a bounce off point when it comes to building high quality DJ sets. Then there's Mashup Mode. This is where you can get a lot more creative. You can pull stems apart and you can blend tracks into something that is uniquely your own. And last, DJ edits. Here you can rework your tracks any way you like, which is ideal when you have radio edits and you want to create extended mixes that are way more user-friendly to DJ. Okay, I've taught thousands of people how to DJ, and one of the areas new DJs get stuck is set creation. Now, honestly, I'm not suggesting you outsource your set creation entirely, but DJ.Studio is a good bouncing off point and it's going to help you to build momentum. So let's say you have an idea of what tracks you want to play, or maybe you have a folder of new music that you want to get to know. You can import those tracks into DJ.Studio and you can ask DJ.Studio to order it for you. And honestly, this works really well. So this is how you do it. So you go in here, open up DJ.Studio, hit create new. And then from here, we can choose DJ Mix or Mashup. Let's start with DJ Mix. So go there. Now we can select tracks from all these like stream places or from our library. So we're going to go to Record Box for now. And I've got new tracks to learn here. So I go select that. And then I can select them individually, or if I want all of them, just hit the plus at the top there, hit add 11 tracks to mix. Okay, so now we have the tracks. I can reduce that, just hit minimize so I can see them all. And there's the tracks that I'm working with, and it's gone and put them into the order that I've dragged them into. But if I want to let them do their thing, what I can do is here, I can go harmonize, and that's going to let DJ.Studio build a playlist, okay? That means order it for me into a nice flow. Now you can influence that by going playlist ordering. And if you go towards that way, it's going to be heavily based on key or heavily based towards BPM. I'll go into the middle there. I think that's fine. You can lock in a first track or a last track if you want. And you can also go up here and decide what kind of transitions you want. So actually, I want to have bass swap. I like that. And I've already gone and select 16 bars. That's the length of the transition. But if you're doing hip hop or pop, maybe I'd put that to 8. But I think 16 for more kind of electronic music. I'm going to leave the rest of it. And then I go harmonize. And now it's going to build a playlist for me. Okay, so here it is, and they've gone and put that into an order. So let's just zoom in. So if I want to zoom in here, click on the playhead or click anywhere in the track. There you go. And then I can zoom in. So you can hit plus on your keyboard or plus up here, and we're going to zoom in. So this here is our transition period. But if we have a listen to this, just go click anywhere in here. And honestly, the problem I've got with this, like it's okay. Okay, is that I like to have my transitions a little bit tighter than that. So this here is your transition window, but honestly, I reckon I'd start mixing there. So I'm going to move my transition window to here and so it'll just snap into play. I love that. That's beautiful. And I actually like this because that means here's my transition window and that's there where the bass swap's going to happen. So that's kind of like a crossfade effect there. It's going to start blending this one out. And at this point, this song's going to kick in. So let's go try that. Okay, and I really love that. I think that's great. But let's say I want to make my mix even tighter, and just to show you how it works, if I wanted to say drop this bit in here, I can go click on that and then just drag this into that moment, and it just clicks in very easy. Let's listen to that one. So let's just zoom out for a sec and have a look. So you'll see that it has typically gone and done intro and outro mixes, which is great, especially if I want to just make a playlist of these songs and get to know them and listen to them. But if I was DJing myself personally, I like replacing the drop. I like mixing into the breakdown. I like doing mashups on the fly, which is the next bit. I'm going to show you how to create a really good mashup that there's no way I could do that kind of level on any kind of DJ software. So that's amazing. But on here, if it was me actually mixing, yeah, I like to get a little bit more creative with my transitions. So say, for instance, I wanted to mix into this bit here. Well, again, I could drag my up into here and it snaps in. It really is very user-friendly. And then I could decide which part of my new song I'm going to mix in. That would actually be quite good. But if you, again, if you want to drop it in there, you just drag it around and you can play with that. We can have a quick listen to that, why not? Okay, I'll zoom out so you can see. And now we're mixing kind of a bit closer into the middle of the song. Listen. Oh, I love that. And you see there, for me to make changes, it's super intuitive, it's super easy. If I didn't have my DJ software around, I mean my DJ gear, and I was on holiday or something, I would be using this a lot. I can put together something really, really easily, really quickly, and it gives me a great idea on set flow. Okay, now before moving on to exporting, let's look at these tabs down the bottom here. So zoom, that's where I was in right now. That's where I just did everything I've done. Then you got playlist. So if you want to change any of the order of the songs around, you can just move these songs around and it'll just update it automatically as you do it. Next along, you have transitions. Now I picked these transitions when I actually set it up, okay? And I've set bass swap, got a little bit of crossfade on there, and that's great. But again, you have got all these different options. You can go in and play around with these, that's fine. And you know, it's all pretty cool. Moving across, I've got track, and there you can update the beat grid if you need to. Personally, I've probably already upgraded the beat grid in Rekordbox, and it's just going to bring those changes across directly from Rekordbox. Video, you can add videos while you play, and you can go customize that. Pretty good if I guess you're doing a live stream and you don't want yourself on camera. And next one along, we have effects. I'm going to show you effects in the next section when I do mashup mode, but you can apply effects in the exact same way. So how about we do, actually, we'll do a quick effect now on this one. So I go click up here. Okay, let's zoom in, that's important. And let's say I want to put an effect at the end here. Go click on that, put the playhead in there, and let's go put echo. So if I go echo, and then let's say yeah, echo halftime, you can control that there. So I want a 3/4. There we go, let's have a listen. And there's the echo. Beautiful. Okay, but I'll do more of that in mashup mode. And there's all these different effects there that you can use. Further along, you've got mastering if you need to, and you can also have all these samples as well. So man, there's a lot in here that you really can play around with. But let's say you've got a mix that you're happy with, then the next step is to export it. So when you export it, we've got audio here. MP3 or WAV, depends on how much space you want to take up. I think the MP3 would be okay. If I was actually doing a mashup, I'd export it as a WAV because I want it to be high quality. But if it's just for you to listen back to and do research, I'll probably select MP3 and I just export it, and then I can just listen back to it, put it on SoundCloud, or you can update it here directly, publish it directly to Mixcloud. That's also really good. If you just want that ordering so you can mess around in your DJ software, you can also hit playlist or actually hit Rekordbox here, or any of these actually, and then it'll link it back up with your DJ software. So you make sure your DJ software is closed, then you hit export here, then you go open up your DJ software and that playlist will be there. Okay, now I'll be straight with you. I'm not sure how much time I'd actually spend developing these ideas inside DJ.Studio itself. I'm used to my own software, setting my own cue points, working directly on the decks. So for me, arranging the actual set and finding the best parts to mix, that's still happening inside of Rekordbox. But this mode is really good for getting ideas around set flow. So if I've got new tracks I want to get to know, this beats a shuffled playlist any day of the week. And instead of tracks being placed in some random order, I get a pre-mixed playlist built around beautiful key changes and energy that inspires me in a few different ways. I hear tracks I might actually want to include in my set, so I get to know them. I'm like, wow, that's cool. I also hear how DJ.Studio would order them. Plus, I hear different ways to transition between tracks I might not have thought of before. Now, if you're like me and you work best once you've got a little bit of momentum going, that's exactly what this gives you. It kicks things off and it gives you a reason to take it even further yourself. Okay, next up, mashups. So if you like the idea of producing your own tracks, the perfect place to start is through developing your own mashups inside of DJ.Studio. So you go to Mashup Mode here, continue. Okay, now this master lane, that's your main song, that's your primary song. So we're gonna go here, add tracks. Okay, so this is your primary track, and then this is the one we're going to put over the top. So these are our sample tracks. If this is a different BPM to the top one here, it's going to match it to this master track, the primary track at the top. So I love this song from Stranger Things. I always thought this would be a good one to mash up. So let's go find where the vocal hits. Let's have a listen. I love that. So I'm going to grab that, but let's have a listen. I'll zoom in a bit. But then it goes off. I think I want to repeat that bit. So I'm going to grab the phrase. So I think it's to there. Okay. And then what I can do is I can right click and I can say copy to sample lane, but I'm going to copy the vocal. So copy vocals, and now I've got that on its own. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this over. And I think we're going to put this on the drop. Let's see how that goes. Now I want to play that twice. So I'm going to get rid of that bit at the end here. I'm just going to drag that in. Cool, cool. Then I'm going to just select that and go Command C and then Command V. And I've copied this and I go line that up with the next drop. Have a listen. Okay, I'm going to extend this one out. Okay, I like that. Okay, so we're getting the arrangement first, and then I'll add some effects. So I like that, but let's copy and paste that. Let's grab that. So let's zoom in for a sec. Okay, we'll take it from here. And that's bars there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, C. And let's then take it to there and copy it in again. Let's have a listen to what that does. Okay, now if I want to trim this track, I can go down here, hit the scissors, and I'm just going to cut that off for now, make that its own thing. Okay, so now have a listen to this. So I can zoom in and out at the top there, but the problem is I think I want to add some effects to the end of this. Have a listen. And then there's just that gap. So let's go put an echo on the end there. So you select it, put the playhead on it. So what I mean by that, click on there, so it's that line there is in the middle of it. And let's go down here to effects and let's select echo, and let's maybe make it even a 1 beat echo. Okay, cool. Now, what we want to do is we want this echo to carry in that gap. So see where it says echo down there? I'm going to pull that across. Okay, cool. Right up to there. But I don't want to echo the whole thing. So I'm also going to pull this across and just apply echo to the end here. And see that echo feedback. That's how long it carries for. So I'm going to select that and turn that right up. Okay, let's have a listen. Okay, I wonder if I can get that a little bit more intense and turn it up even further. Maybe this needs to just be, I can select all this, that there, and just drag it across a bit. That might be better. Better. Cool, okay. And then we might do that again. So I might select that effect, go Command C, and I might go over here and copy and paste it. And then I just drag that probably there, I reckon, by looking at it. Let's have a listen. Beautiful. Oh, see how then it ended too short? Just extend it out. Cool, cool. Beautiful. zoom back out a little. Okay, let's add some gate. So select the top here and let's make it a half beat gate just at the end here. And let's have a look. Maybe we could make it get more intense as it goes along. Let's have a listen. Yeah. And then if you wanted to carry that sound at the end, you can go and add an echo or a reverb to the end of that sample. Now, I've done all that in under 5 minutes, and honestly, I'm just warming up here. You could even copy the vocal sample from the breakdown of Running Up the Hill and put that in the breakdown of the master track, add a whole bunch of reverb, and you can even add cool vocal effects to the build up and then drop in the chorus on the drop, and you could have a pro sounding mashup that you can share with your friends within an hour. Now, personally, I actually did all of that for this entire track. So if you want to hear it, or better yet, if you want a video where I go into a deep dive on producing your own mashup in DJ.Studio, let me know in the comments. Now, just a few more practical things before we move on. Number one, if you want to make changes to the master track, you can actually select sections and either extend them or delete them. So let's say at the beginning here, if I didn't want that intro to be so long, I could just go click on that and I could go delete, and then Command Z to undo it, or I could actually extend it. Click on it again, go Command C, Command V, and make it longer. This means you can make the master track work perfectly with your sample layers and everything lines up. And two, if you want to use stems, you have a few options. So I'll jump into another mashup I'm putting together now. So have a listen to this.
Well, that day is now.
Okay, I love that, but I want this one to be just the vocal. So I'm going to go grab the vocal where I like it, put the playhead on it, then down here, I'm going to click trim. So the scissors down there, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut out this whole section so I can apply stems just to that section. So I go over there as well, hit the scissors there. Okay, so now in this section, I can go up there. Now, here's the thing, that there is just going to show the waveform. That's what's showing. This here will show the vocal and instrumental, okay? And that here will show all the stems. Honestly, I can do either or. I'll show you all the stems quickly and I can just go turn them on and off. So if I wanted just the vocal, turn all that off, and then I've got this. Let's have a listen.
Well, that day is now.
Okay, that's amazing. But here's a problem, okay? Let's have a listen. If I'm putting this in my mix and I'm gonna just drop straight to that vocal, it's kind of like, where did the rest of the song go? So we can make it more gradual. I'll show you.
Without wondering if it soon will be your last. Imagine kissing the one you love once again without fear. Well, that day is
See what I mean? Just dropped out. So let's make that more gradual. What we want is, we want to just kind of fade out the instrumental so it just becomes the vocal. So I can just grab that. See, it says the instrumental. This is the volume here. Click on it, pull it down, maybe to about there, and I'll click again, and let's just pull that out completely. I'll show you.
Imagine kissing the one you love once again without fear. Well, that day is now. Finally, we are back in the place where we used to congregate. We're all around us, we see familiar faces, creating new memories to replace the ones we lost, with people from all over the world, where words not be spoken. Love is a
Okay, so that's pretty sick. Let's start with the most practical approach to edits, and that is creating extended club edits to make your actual DJing easier. See, if you play more commercial music, you'll notice a lot of those tracks don't have proper intros or outros, which makes mixing them in and out a total nightmare. So let's start with how to build yourself an intro. So I've got a song here, and okay, I know it's from that Spider-Man movie, but I like it. But the intro is just ridiculously short. And if I want to do a proper mix and be blending it over the end of my old track, my chances of doing that with this are very, very limited. So let's have a listen. Okay, I think that's a 2-bar before the vocal kicks in, but there is a nice little drum beat there. So again, zoom in. Let's go have a little look at this drum beat. Okay. That will be enough. So how about I go grab that, okay? Command C, Command V, Command V. Let's do it 3 times. So let's have a listen. I just want it to be 8 bars before it kicks in. Let's have a listen. 1, 2, okay. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so really that's good. But if I want it, I need another 4 times if I want an 8-bar intro. So I go again, Command V, Command V, Command V, Command V. Let's have a listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. And that means I've got so much time to mix in. It's not bad, little beat that, right? 5, right? 6, 7, 8, 2. Okay, beautiful. Let's do it with a song that has no intro at all. So that's the first beat. I've got literally no place to mix. So what I could do is go find a bit further in the song. Let's see the outro. Is that good? Actually, that's not bad. Okay, that'd be easy enough. So just grab that like that. Command C. Go to the front of the song here. Cool, cool. Right there. Drag it right in. Click. Command V. Let's see what that does. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, and then you got a little mixing window. However, you may not always get a clean outro, in which case you may have to get a little bit more creative. So find a section within the track you think could work well as an intro, and then select it, right click and copy to sample lane. Now once you have the sample, you can then play around with stems. Okay, so back to the actual question. Why would I use DJ.Studio over just doing the mix myself? Okay, so there's good and bad here, so let me say both. So where DJ.Studio is genuinely great, man, it is addictive, it's really fun, it's easy to use, and it did make me want to practice. So often at night, I can sometimes get tired and just want to sit on the couch and, laze around. Yet Mashup Mode had me playing with music late into the night, which felt really good. It helped me to build momentum. So I also find that another really good way that I could use DJ.Studio, let's say I'm going on holiday and I don't want to take my DJ gear, or I'm on a plane, or I'm on the go, messing around with DJ.Studio and not having the hardware, I can put together pro level sets with this. Even though I use their sets as a bouncing off point, I can still create them myself. And that kind of like having a set prep assistant and me, those two combinations together, you can do a lot with it. And like I said before, the mashup mode, man, that is fun. And being able to create your DJ edits, honestly, yeah, man, a DJ.Studio, I do rate it 100%. And another thing I think it could be really good at, let's say you're throwing a house party and you don't want to DJ for the whole night, you could just get the whole list of songs that you want, put it into the mix mode, get them to harmonize it, craft a beautiful set. And then if you spent like 20 minutes just tightening some of the transitions, double checking the order, you could have music like an 8-hour set, man, and you've done it in 20 minutes as opposed to going through and pre-recording it and doing it yourself. Or you could DJ on the night, which might be good too, but you might not want to play all night. Anyway, all in all, right, I actually think DJ.Studio is definitely worth checking out. I've had a lot of fun with it. And if you are having problems building sets, like I said, I work best when I'm competing usually. So, or if someone gives me ideas. So if someone gives me an idea, I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. But then I can bounce off that. See, a lot of the thing with procrastination is sometimes just getting started. So DJ.Studio gets started for you and you can come in off the back of that. And then, wow, man, like work your magic. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Okay, I love making these videos. Please sub, share with your friends, all that. And thanks for your support. And if you can, man, check out DJ.Studio. Actually, no shit, like I actually really rate it. I've had a lot of fun with it. So I'm glad they reached out to me. Okay, cool. See ya.